I just came off a 4-hour stream and I am tired, but that is besides the point. We are going to be talking about Ben Simmons once again. We've been talking about Ben Simmons quite a bit on this channel, and the reason why I want to put this out there right now, and the reason why I'm making so many videos on him right now, is because I just have a feeling something's going to happen with him fairly soon. Now, I've been really thinking about some of the moves that the Spurs are making, and the roster by itself doesn't make a lot of sense. If you look at this, just face value, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you grab Chandler, McDermott, makes a little sense. You need some shooters, but then you grab Primo and Weezy, and it just screams something's gonna happen. Not to mention all of the draft picks that we kind of acquired over the last couple days. The Spurs, I think, are really going after something. Now, if you recall, the Philadelphia 76ers asked the Spurs for about 7 first-round picks, 3 swaps, and 4 first-round picks. And as time is going on, as far as the Ben Simmons drama, and I already talked about that a little bit, it seems like they're going to start getting desperate pretty soon. The longer this goes, the better it is for us. Now, when I start looking at the Spurs and some of the things that they're doing, the three-point shooters that they're grabbing, the draft picks that we're grabbing, I start to think maybe, just maybe, they're setting this team up for something. Even the Primo pick. Is it likely? I don't know. But is it likely that the Spurs are getting ready to trade maybe a guard or maybe a couple guards, because they're definitely prepared for it, in order to try to get Ben Simmons? And honestly, I think that it will make a lot of sense as far as trying to figure out what the Spurs are trying to do. I saw a few people say that maybe we're trying to get Kristaps Porzingis. That could potentially be a case. Like, you can make a case for that, but it does look like the Spurs are trying to weigh it out. They grab these picks, and if they can get them, and if they get desperate enough, maybe they can go ahead and grab them. But with that being said, I think that they will be getting him as a point guard, and that's what would make just the most sense to me. It just seems really weird that you go out of your way to get Bryn Forbes, you bring him back, and Doug McDermott. Now, one thing about Bryn Forbes I want to bring up, big shout out to Harrison, because I was talking to Harrison on the phone for a long period of time, and we talked about this quite a bit. And one thing that he brought up to me, he brought to my attention, he said, yo, Clan, what if the Spurs went after Bryn Forbes? Because he's a guy that's been on the team for a while. He's a guy that can teach some of the young guys, and we're getting ready to get rid of potentially DeJounte Murray. Now, I do have a video that's coming out maybe in like the next few minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and upload it and telling you that I do love DeJounte Murray and some of the stuff he's been saying on social media lately. But social media is just that, social media. So it's not necessarily reality. So we just have to sit back and see what happens. But man, I have to say, maybe there is something there as far as the Spurs doing all of this for Ben Simmons. Because let's just be completely honest. Look at this roster. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Obviously, I think Aminu is probably gone. Obviously, I think Chandler's probably gone. But if you look at this roster, this team looks like it's set up for somebody. And I want to say this, just hypothetically speaking, if we were to get Ben Simmons, one thing that's so special about Greg Popovich, and something that's so special about the San Antonio Spurs organization, is that when we have guys that are superstar talent, we don't just leave it at that. We don't just say, you're a superstar, save us. We don't do that by any means. What we say is, you're a superstar, we understand that, but every single person on the team needs to be on point. You need to play your role, and you need to be great at what you do. And that's what made, when we had Kawhi, so special. It wasn't the fact that Kawhi was just saving us. It's because Kawhi could do his thing, be the superstar, but every single player was held accountable for what they had to do. And I think that that's the same case here. If we were to get a Ben Simmons, obviously you have to hold him accountable. He'll have to grow as a player, but every single other player on the team, role player or not, are going to have to play their role. And with all the stuff that happened with DeJounte recently, where he cringed at the Primo pick, who knows? Who knows if something's going down? But he even knew that something was weird with that pick. And Primo, he could be potentially like really great. I think he will be. But with that being said, we're kind of stacking it with some guards. We stacking it with more shooters. And this just seems like a team that's set up for somebody who can dish it out to them. Somebody who's a slasher and somebody who's a phenomenal talent that can do it. Honestly, if you gave this team to, yes, say a LeBron James, this would look kind of like a LeBron James team. You got spot up shooters, boom. Vassell could be a spot up shooter. He's a pretty good spot up shooter. Primo, boom. Bryn Forbes, boom. This is a straight up look. Jock Landale, boom. This is a straight up. Seriously, this is a straight up like LeBron roster as far as surrounded by shooters. So I don't know. I don't think that they're surrounding shooters for DeJounte. I don't think they're surrounding shooters for Derek White. The only person on this roster I could say potentially maybe Lonnie and Keldon, but I don't know if they've shown enough for them to really build a team around them. So we'll just wait and see. I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. I am so tired after that 4-hour stream. It was a lot of fun chilling with you guys and everything. Shout out to the new patrons that came from the stream. They were like, yo, I gotta be a patron or whatever. So shout out to you. If anybody else want to be a patron, links below in the description, all that good stuff. I'll give it to you guys later. Like I said, a DJ video come out soon. But yeah, I'll give it to you later. Till next time. I'm so sleepy, y'all. I'm so sleepy. Talk to you later.